Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States in the beautiful Pacific Northwest on the Lower Hood Canal in Little Belfair, Washington. I call it Hickville, USA. I'm very proud of my town. Very teeny tiny. You blink and you miss it, but I do love it. So thanks for joining me today. So this is oh my goodness, we didn't even do the whiteboard. I was so excited to get this card going. So, ta-da, whiteboard, but it's not 18. It is number, so I'm just going to X this out and do 19. That's what we're doing today. I'm not even going to go with the eraser. So January 2025's Paper Pumpkin Alternative Video number 19. Guys, to say that I'm really kind of surprised that I've even gotten to 19 with this kit, because I have used all the white card bases with those little hearts have all been used as full card bases. So I am like really surprised. I just am. So let's take a look at the kit. So the kit is called Hearts for You, which is kind of cool because December's kit was called Notes from the Heart, and it was just sentiments, which are absolutely fabulous. But you got to make 3 of this card, 3 of this one, and 3 of this one. Now, this one had this laser cut heart, but this looked like a playing card, and I have a special project for that, which is in the back to my right. A little Alice in Wonderland thing going on over there, and since my knee surgery, I haven't fully gotten to commit to it, but it will be finished. It'll probably be my last project. I'm so excited. And those teeny tiny little hearts, I've been saving for that. I've used them on a project or two. But you could have made 3 of this card, 3 of this one, and 3 of this one, and you would have had 9 real red envelopes with this diagonal pattern and this white label made into the envelope. On the back, as always, there's a video QR code that would lead you, a QR code that would lead you to a video to show you how to put the cards together as they were designed. This is a visual of everything in the kit, and then it lists the coordinating colors over here. This QR code would lead you to how to shop for the add-on dies. This time it is a set of 5, and they are called Spring is in the Air. These 2 must have an image, and we don't know what those are as of yet. So I do want to let you know that videos 1 through 5, I show you everything that comes into the kit in all of my Paper Pumpkin videos for the month. Videos 1 through 5 show you all of that, and then after that we just kind of move on. So this is a look at those dies. This is how I store them in these magnetic sheets with envelopes. I get these off of Amazon. I don't do links and stuff like guys. I'm not technically savvy, but if you put in the search bar on Amazon, you put in magnetic sheets and envelopes for die cuts, these will come up, and I love them. They're great for this. I cut off this little bit that comes in the little package, and I tape it down with tear tape, and I stick my magnet on one side, and all my extra little pieces go on the other. It's handy, it's dandy, it's just a great way to store them. And I keep them here on my desk because they're quick and accessible, and I have been able to use, I keep going for these. I mean, they're just accessible and great little things to access in a pinch. So this is a look at our stamps. You have my heart, you, the heart, the outline heart, this little leaf, love, celebrate, love, which I cut celebrate and love apart. You're my favorite. And with that being said, guys, this card isn't going to have any sentiments on it. That's not, I'm going for a little bit of a vintage vibe. I'm going to show you an option if you don't have some ephemera handy. I did like 5 videos showing you some ephemera that I went and purchased. This, I'm going to show you what you could use. So this is the Cottage Rose. Yes, it's retired, but if you look in your stash and you see that you have a floral set, a rose set that has some leaves, or something you can die cut that has some flowers. There are a couple of Paper Pumpkin Paper Pumpkin stamp sets that also have similar sets to this. Let's see if I I didn't have that ready, but I know there are 2 that I can see. See, here's a flower. This is another rose. I have done this. I have stamped and fussy cut this out. Here is the leaf, but you can stamp and fussy cut out. Very similar to this one. And there is one more. Oh, here's another one. This is not what I'm talking about. This is a little smaller, but it's still, you know, rose-like. Here it is. Look how similar this one is. And this is a nice size. Here's one. Look how similar that is to this design. Right there and right there. So that's 3 just in your paper pumpkin stash that you could use for this. All you would have to do is color it in. So, and here of course are the dies. So just because I'm not using it doesn't mean you can't. I even went and stamped and die cut this out to show you what it would look like. I just haven't colored it. But this would work in lieu of this piece of ephemera. Now, this piece of ephemera was in a floral ephemera pack from, I had gone to Hobby Lobby. Don't recall the name of it, but you guys have seen what I have done. This just has a vintage vibe, and that's the look I'm going for with this card. Now, I call this fold an offset gatefold. Michelle sent me this great card. Thinking of you, I love this. Look at that. It's off. It's not in the center. I loved it. I told you guys when I did a mail call video, if you saw that, I was going to use this inspiration, and this is that card. So let me show you what we have. So we're going to be cutting this envelope up. So I'm using this piece as part of my card base, right? This is part of a card base. However, if you didn't want to use part of your card base, you could use this part of your envelope because this is the same pattern, right? It's the same pattern. What we are going to be using for layer number 1 will be the inside. I really haven't used too much of the inside of the envelope except for the envelope flap, right? Because it's solid red. But I want solid red here. So we're going to be cutting this open. So I do have the measurements. So let's get going. So my card base is 5.5, being this way, by 8.5. So 5.5 by 8.5. Now it goes this way. So it is scored. Here's a ruler. Hopefully you see this. It is scored. Yes, I got a new one at the dollar store. It was a clear one, which works great. It's not a zeroing ruler. I keep forgetting. I went into Hobby Lobby to look for one and I forgot. So this is scored at 1 3/4. And I put 1.5, didn't I? Nope. 1 3/4, and then it is scored at 6. I didn't feel like I needed to show you that because I can show you on the ruler. So you see that? So 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 1 3/4 and at 6. Then you get the fold, right? So that's that's our card base. Layer 1A, you're going to have layers 1A and 1B. This is 1A. This is 1B. That is what we are going to cut with the envelope. We're going to use the inside of the envelope. So layer number 1A this side needs to be 1.5 by 5 1/4. 1B needs to be 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to do that together. Layer number 2, that's this piece right here, is a piece of thick white. This is regular white. This is thick because I wanted it to be more substantial. Okay, this is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. Then layer number 3. Now this is part of the card base because I already had a piece. It just needed a little cut off the bottom. This is 2.5 by 4. But you could, like I said, use piece of an envelope. And of course, I am using my ephemera piece for the center, but you could use a floral piece of your choice. Do you see how pretty that would be? You just have to color it in. Then you would have room for a sentiment. Mine is going to be a bit vintagey. I can color this in and use it on another card. Probably will. but I really liked my ephemera, because look how pretty this is going to be on this. It just is, look at that. I mean, that to me, and it just has a vintage look to it, which I absolutely love. So let's get started. Trying not to break the ruler. All right. We need to cut open the envelope. So if you haven't seen me cut open these envelopes, I do this quite a bit. I do like to lightly crease the flap, put it in your guillotine or your trimmer, and just cut that off. This is good stuff. Don't get rid of that. So now we need to open up this envelope, and you just need to stick it in there and shave a little bit off one end, turn it around and shave a little bit off the other end, and those are those tiny little pieces. So now we're going to open it up and we're going to cut this apart here. Now this, you could cut this down for that center piece that I told you for layer number 3. You could cut this up. I don't need to because I already had a piece ready. What I am after is this piece, right? So this has a little bit of a rolled edge. I'm going to get rid of that. And I need to look at my measurements. So we need this to be down to 5 1/4. So I'm going to cut the whole piece down to 5 1/4. That gives me this scrap. I can use that side or this side. That's going to be saved. Now I'm going to cut the first piece to 1 1/2. That's my 1A. My 1B piece is going to be 2 1/4. And this piece, I can save that as well. So I have my 1A and my 1B. One A and 1B. Now, you do not have to make this vintage look, but I want it. You could also make this red, solid red if you wanted, but I liked the stripes. I liked the look of this, right? So that's what we're going for. Me, I'm going to do some sponging, and I'm going to be using 2 colors. I'm going to start with basic beige, and then I'm going to go in with some flirty flamingo for the pink. So I'm going to take all of those away. 1A, 1B, and layer number 3. These 3 are going to get sponged first in basic beige. You guys, and I've said this a lot of times, I'm really loving the combination of basic beige and pretty in pink. Oh my gosh, that is like the loveliest combination. But today we're going to use some flirty flamingo, I think. If I don't like it, I'll do a test. But if I don't like it, I'll switch it up to pretty in pink. So what I want to do, fingers behind, thumb in front, and go along the edge. Now I want to go, it's easiest to go straight over it like this, then turn your sponge dauber and bring it more into the center. Now we got to do the sides straight along the edge and then turn it. Straight along the sides, then turn, and I kind of bounce when I have my hands on the table. I want more there. Straight along the sides, then turn. That does 2 things. It removes the bulk of the ink first against the edge, like this. Most of the ink is going on the edge, and then we can put the lighter bits of ink on the card. So darker bits of ink, right? Then I can turn and add more to the front of the card. Darker bits, turn and add more. Now I also want to come in, because this is how the card's going to open, right? So we're going to head and go and do some on the inside as well, which could be a little, but I do want that vintage vibe here, shabby chic, vintagey vibe. Probably won't do the pink on the inside. Maybe we'll have to take a look, but I do want to carry, it gets a little more difficult. Trying to keep it turned more as I do the inside, because I've already got so much on the, I don't really need to do the, I just need to do the inside of it. I already got it on the outside, so I really just need to get it on that inside edge. All right, I'm liking that a whole lot. And we can't forget this edge. So here, turn. You can hear the thump, thump, thump. That means I usually know I'm doing it well. Gonna turn it. Do the bottom half. Oops, see, that didn't have enough support behind it. Okay, we have to do layer number 2 here. Just the one side of it. Maybe I'll do it in real red. Might have to try on a scrap piece the basic beige in Flirty Flamingo, because I pulled the Flirty Flamingo. But I want to do a test first. Okay, the basic beige is done. Let's have a look-see at the combination. So this is where I die cut the cottage rose die, right? So I'm just going to take this little corner here. And then I'm going to huff on this. This is Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to see what it looks like. Oh, there's hardly anything on it, so we will have to re-ink it. It's looking a little kind of dirty there to me. That's not bad, but I want to hold the red next to it. Okay, that is not going to work. That's just not going to work. So we're going to come in with the red. The real red sponge dauber, and that is probably going to give me the effect I want. I just don't want that much real red on it. I want it so it's going to be real red, but I don't want that much. So all I want to do is touch the edge, because I don't want to cover up too much of my basic beige. So I have to go and do this. I did not re-ink this. This has plenty. It's such a deep saturated color. That is going to be pretty, because look, when I put this on there, oh, gorgeous. Okay, so I just want to touch the edge. I'm just huffing on it. Like I said, the inside, I don't think I want to do this on the inside. and then along the edge. But I did know with the roses that I chose, I wanted to do a vintage vibe. And what I was thinking is I really kind of wanted to do like a thinking of you type card. Oh, so pretty. So I'm really, really happy with what I've done so far. So this gets to glue down there. Oh, really cool. Really, really cool. I'm so excited. And my knee, yes, sitting in this position. This is the second video. And don't forget I had to sit here and cut and prepare. So my knee does ache sitting in this position. So when I go in, I will ice it up, elevate it. The swelling has gone down tremendously. It's almost not. It's just, you know, it's just needs to heal. And a mental note for me, because I have for, you know, well over a year, well over a year, I walk with a very stiff knee, lock it almost in place, because of the pain I was in and it being unstable. I kind of had to walk with a straight leg on with that knee not bending, otherwise it was excruciating painful. So now I have to tell myself to bend the knee. and it has made a difference today. Big improvement in my walking. Though first thing in the morning, the first thing I get up and my leg is like stiff as a board, and I don't want to, my body automatically doesn't want to bend the knee. And my hubby, love him deathly, he'll see me and I kind of like limp and he'll be like, bend the knee. And I'm like, I know. He's like, you know, but still you're not bending the knee. And I do, I have to. So it's just going to take a bit of time, you know, muscle memory and having to compensate for the injury. Now I have to tell myself, relearn to walk like a normal person again. But oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy with the overall result of it and how quick he was able to, you know, before when I would walk, when I would, you're walking, right? And he explained it to me really well, because I never thought of it this way. It's almost like when you walk and you would have like rocks in your shoe and you're like, ow, ow. Like that's kind of how it was, because I had bits of cartilage floating in there. So look at that. I mean, simple design, just a little bit of, so simple. So simple. So I just need glue on this part, because remember, this is going to open, right? So just right here. Oh, someone's out there in the snow trying to do donuts at the corner. Not like my children didn't do it when they were growing up. Yes. Just about everybody goes to the stop sign, tries to do donuts in the snow up there. No one's going anywhere. You got a car that can. My daughter. Got a 4x. We did. Look at that. This is how simple this card is going to be, guys. Now the choice is, I want the pink up there. Now, doesn't that take on a vintage vibe? You can, simple. Now, part of me almost wants to bring in that wee little love, right? And I can stamp love. I don't have. See, I don't have a U. I like the wee little love. And I could go like this a bit and do love here, so there is something. That's pretty. That's pretty, and just stamp it in real red. So there is a bit. I didn't want too much on this card. That's gonna be, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Like we could stamp that up there too, but oh my goodness. All right. What embellishments do I have? Like the sequence, because I really want this to be a flat card. That's what part of my design thinking. I could just do the red. Those actually are pretty though too. Okay, we're gonna stamp love, and I glued it down, so I'm hoping, let's hope. Let's hope. Take a deep breath. Hold it down there for a second. You know, it would be pretty if I have my, it would have been pretty to have my and love. Trying to think if I have a my. Wouldn't that be pretty, my love? Oh, that is subtle and that's perfect. I really wish I had a my, like my love. That's you, not your. I don't have a my. I don't have, oh, I do have this my. I don't like that though. I do have your love. Your love. But then what to put on the inside with it? Okay, I'm overthinking it. We're just going to go with love. We're just going to go with the word love. And then I need to put glue in the center here. Give me a second. I think. If I put these on there, which I don't think I like. Oh, that's Hank and Justice. Come on, Mom. I don't like those. So those are not going to work. It's going to be the sequence. I'm not going to dig into anything else. I kind of think I'm going to go with these because those are going to show up. Or the red. I can't decide, guys. Okay, let's glue it down. Glue her down. There is a little bit right there that I do not like, so let's just snip it off. Okay. If that love they had provided wasn't so big, and if it was a little one, it would go perfect there. Oh, they're with the little girls across the street. We have to make sure it fits there. Isn't that pretty? And then on the inside, you can do whatever you want. And I am honestly thinking, see, these hearts are just too big, guys. They're just too big. They're just too big. Not what I wanted for this card. We're going to put these, and there's 5 of them, so we are just going to use them all up. I have to use them all because there is no sense in not using them all. Okay, let me know what you think of the placement. Didn't want that too big of a line. I'm starting to think, nope, I'm gonna leave it where it is. All right, so my envelope now, did I do anything on the envelope yet? No. No. Oh, I absolutely love it. So let's do, oh, knee. Trying to move it. It's very, very stiff right and a little sore. When, you know, I don't know if you guys, you're sitting and you ever lock, like your knees are like this and ever, that's how I usually sit. My knee is like, no, you don't anymore. So let's take some of this and just make the little envelope a little vintagey. Yeah, that looks good. I've got to stamp all my cards. I haven't been stamping them because I've been busy doing other things. Because I can stamp. I can do that before I mail them out though. There we go. And then we will go ahead and ink up love again. And then where's that little bit? There we go. So that's our card. I mean, I could an R. No, I can't because I was like, should I? No, we're not going to ruin it. We're not going to go any farther. Not happening. Close the ink pad up. It's done. And I absolutely love this vintage vibe of this card. I mean, it's very subtle, the love right there. But I think it came out gorgeous. A simple, yes, it is a Valentine's Day card, right? It is. I know it is. Okay. Yeah, I cannot get away from it. So guess what we're doing? We're going to stamp it. And that means you have my heart. Happy Valentine's Day. I can't not do it. It's a vintage Valentine's. Yes, it is. So let's just make it what it is, right? Let's finish it off. You have my heart. This is from the stamp set. Let's just make it what it is. Now, of course, this Happy Valentine's Day is from the Country Bouquet, but the script is still very pretty. There we go. It is. That is pretty. had to finish it. I'm sorry, I couldn't not. You have my heart. Happy Valentine's Day. That's pretty. You know what? This would have been something I would have given to like my granny. Yes. My granny would have loved this one. Where is the envelope? Which I have promptly lost. Oh, there it is. So, yes, my granny would like this one. My Aunt Carol would think so too. I know she would agree with me. So thanks for watching, everybody. Guys, thank you. I get tongue-tied and I get lost for words trying to express my gratitude for all of your support and your kind words. Thank you to all of the new subscribers. I love that you reach out to me and your kind comments, and I appreciate that you do notice that I love to use things that I have in my home. I hope that it encourages you and inspires you to do the same. We all have bought so many things in our craziness of crafting, right? You know, our little shopping sprees, our sales that we find or somebody has given to us. It is fantastic to find uses for those things. Doing this channel has just been so amazing to share with you my creative opportunities to not just send you all cards, because that is for me the biggest thing of all. Yes, I donate cards. I love making things like I'll be honest with you, what I keep doing, because Lori, you have no idea. Lori sent me this bundle, right? And I got these bookmarks. But not only that, I'm going to talk to Hank's teacher here at the end of the month. I want to see if he and thinks his class would like to do a little service project one day and make bookmarks for the library. I want to do all the cutting. Justice and I've been looking on Amazon and buying a few more little stamps that have little sentiments for reading for books, and I want to go in there and I want to have the bookmarks all prepped like this. I mean, I gotta start, but these are for my videos. But I want to, my Aunt Carol and I got a whole bunch of what do you want to call that paper? It's not really cardstock, but anyways, colored cardstock, you know, for like kids and stuff. Anyways, I thought, wouldn't it be fabulous if these kids, if he thought his class would like to, for a craft project, make bookmarks for their library. And I could bring in my mini machine. They could make little books. They could make them for themselves, but if they wanted to stamp, and they didn't have to color, because some kids would love to color their own bookmarks, but I could have things that they could stamp, and then we could, you know, they could give them all to the library so kids would have bookmarks. I mean, they're in 5th grade. This is their last year. I just thought that might be a really great service project for them. And I don't know. I'm hoping. I'm going to bring it up to his teacher and see what he thinks. I'm hoping he says yes. So, Lori, I just think for me, I'm going to, of course, have samples that they can look at, and I want to make them all a bookmark, but I just, you know, giving back to your community is something special. It not only gives you the creative opportunity. I love taking bookmarks down to my local libraries. Are great about taking them. They put them out. They don't put them all out. They put out little stacks for like in the different reading areas, and it's just a way to give back, and it helps me create. It helps me use things that I've had stashed up for a long time. So I am really, really excited, though. I'm hoping that, you know, his teacher says yes, because I would be thrilled to go in there, and I think they would enjoy, you know, using the die cutting machine. They all have colored pencils. They can color, they can, you know, do whatever, but I'm just hoping that they find making something they can give the library, and then other kids at school would be able to take something that they have made home for books. So reading can take you places in the world that you may never see. But boy, authors can paint pictures in your mind and take you to places. You know, you don't have to travel far if you have a book and a good author. They're awesome. And anyways, those are my thoughts on it. So I'm excited. I'm excited to heal up so that I can go do something like that. I mean, and if it goes well, I would do it again, you know, and restock that library with more bookmarks. Because, you know, they're just paper. They get used. Hopefully they get used. So anyways, thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you all come back and visit me in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everybody.